mereka akan bermain di Indonesia, kita akan berbincang singkat dengan mereka. So, what do you think about this situation of Indonesia, the riot, things like that? You know.
Well, from what I've seen of Indonesia so far, it's not like there's turmoil everywhere. I know there are some areas where there's some turmoil, but we're focusing on the good. You know, most of the people are not in turmoil. We don't necessarily think of it as a bad situation. It's just change. You know, people disagree and they're trying to get it together. But that happens everywhere. That happens in America. That happens in Europe. Everywhere.
You're not afraid about that?
No, no. I think that sometimes the media focuses on the negative things, and so it gives people outside of the country a distorted picture of what's really going on. But as far as we were concerned, and as far as we could tell, everything was fine, and we were going to come and play, and our concerts are sold out, and we looked to having a good time.
What about you?
Same as Pat said, you know, they blow it out of proportion too much, like on CNN and, you know, newspapers and stuff. I mean, they did the same thing. They do the same thing with everything. Earthquakes in San Francisco, the whole city is going to flames, and it's not the case, you know. And we've been, you know, what's the word? I mean, we've been thinking about coming to Indonesia for a long time, and I don't see. I mean, I understand it's just like an isolated area, like Lombok or whatever like that, you know. And it's, you know, I hope it gets taken care of, and I hope everybody comes back to normal. But I think, without sounding like so trite, Mr. Big is here, like almost like an ambassador's goodwill, you know. Spread a little love around. We've been dying to come back here for a long time.
This chapter, new chapter, what is this? What kind of music will play in new chapter like?
Well, I think the new chapter, that's something that the record company is saying, and I think it's not. I wouldn't say it's it might be a little too strong of words, but basically I think what they're saying is Mr. Big had gone away for a while. We took a little bit of vacation. Now we've come back. We're ready to play in front of our fans. We're ready to rock. We want to play everywhere, all over the world. And we're just glad to be back. So it's not really like there's some new big chapter. It's just, hey, we're back. We're really, it's just a continuation of what we've always done before.
This last question, what happened with Paul? And why Richie?
Well, you want to answer?
Yeah, okay. Well, why not Richie? No. Paul Gilbert, you know, he'd been with us for, you know, 8 years, 8 great years. I mean, we had a blast, and it was kind of a shock to us that he didn't return with us when we went on our little vacation, and we came back to the, like our manager, Sandy Einstein, likes to say, the mother ship. You know, everybody gets together, and he didn't come along, and it was a shock, but you get over it, you know, which I'm hyping this record here, but you get over it. We were worried about it for a little while, but Richie came into our lives just instantaneously, you know. I've always been a fan of Richie's. Everybody's, you know, known Richie for a long time. Always wanted to be kind of doing some project with him. So he came along, you know, and Paul? No, there's no conflict. We were hurt, stunned, a little shocked, but we don't have any animosity towards Paul. I mean, I still love Paul. He's been a brother of mine for years. But if he wants to do his own thing and not come back to Mr. Big, I mean, we didn't want to just quit. You know, we have so many things to say, so much to sing about and play about. You know, I mean, the fans made Mr. Big, so we don't want to let him down. So Billy and Pat and myself wanted to continue, and so we got the best, you know, guitar player around, and also, you know, I mean, Rich is a good friend, you know, and you move on, and so I guess maybe, you know, this new chapter is kind of strong word to say, but it's like a whole new beginning, and that's what we want to focus on. You know, we're not, hey man, Paul Gilbert, good luck to you, but like it's, you know, it's moving forward.
Thank you. Demikian tadi pemirsa bincang singkat kita dengan dua anggota Mr. Big, dan mereka akan melaksanakan tour di Indonesia dalam suasana memang agak sedikit kurang bagus. Dan kita akhiri, semoga berguna bagi kita semua dan terima kasih. ...20 lagu lebih dilantunkan kelompok musik asal Amerika Mr. Big di Jakarta Sabtu malam. Selama 2 jam lebih, sekitar 1.000 remaja ibu kota tanpa antusias mencermati lagu hit kelompok tersebut seperti To Be With You, Live and Kickin', Daddy Brother Lover and a Little Boy, dan Wild World. Gitaris baru Rich Kotzen meskipun belum tampak padu bermain cukup mempesona. Meskipun demikian, beberapa penikmat Mr. Big agak kecewa karena sound system tidak berfungsi maksimal, sehingga aksi kelompok rock ternama ini tidak cukup nikmat. Ini relatif memukau. Penonton juga menikmati dan tidak berbuat onar. Secara individu mereka bisa dikatakan jawara dalam memainkan instrumen mereka. Eric Martin sebagai vokalis masih yang terbaik. Teknik duet two-handed tapping yang menjadi ciri khas Mr. Big juga diperagakan mulus duet Billy dan Richie. Sedang Pat mendapat sambutan meriah saat memperagakan solo drum sambil bernyanyi Yesterday, karya The Beatles. Sayangnya mereka tidak mendapatkan sound system yang bagus. Demikian Iwan, Malik, dan Akmal Yusmar melaporkan.
We're getting paid. We're getting paid enough to make it worth our while. Some places pay more, some places pay less. But it's just a great honor to be able to travel the world, meet people everywhere from all different countries. And to us, that's our payment. And that's really the truth. So we're just happy to be here.
Songs that, meant something to us. So, I mean, it's almost like, I don't really have to change that much to be a part of the band. So, as far as the solo stuff, I've done a lot of solo records. I'm sure at some point, I'll do another one. But for me, I really fit well in the band. I get along with everybody in the band. I like the music, so I'm real happy to be involved.
So it isn't, it's not interrupting your other
No, it's not
gigs?
interesting.
No, okay.
Actually, right this second, I need that.
Yeah,
And before we knew for sure whether or not we were going to work together, we got together a bunch of times and just played. And just came up with some ideas and some music. It just so happened that the style that I played and the way that I play guitar worked with the direction that the band wanted to go into. And so that's probably why I'm so comfortable in the band, because I didn't have to really work on changing anything. And as far as the old songs, I love the old songs. I'm able to play those, interpret them the way I hear them. And so I think, we're very happy right now with what we've got with the new record and the live shows and everything. I have performed with my own group. I have, yeah. But I haven't performed here with my own. It's my first time here.
Saya mau nanya buat mereka semua, bagaimana mereka datang pertama kali dengan Paul Gerbrot ke sini, kemudian mereka datang kedua dengan Richie Kotzen. Bagaimana kabar Paul Gerbrot terakhir? Kemudian Richie, gimana dia bisa sebegitu yakin untuk?
Kan tidak, apa namanya? Kalau tadi kan tadi, let me ask them. Okay. So basically, with the situation right now, you have absolutely no worries about it.
Oh, none at all. We've already done dozens of shows all over USA, and we've played a lot together already. We've performed to probably over 200,000 people already. About 10 TV shows. We've played on the radio. We've played all over the place. We're very confident. Actually, we're all warmed up now, and we're ready for Indonesia now, more than ever.
Okay, jadi Anda sudah dengar dari mereka sendiri bahwa mereka sudah ready untuk performing di Indonesia.
Kalau bisa disebutkan lagu apa aja? Terima kasih.
Tonight for your concert.
How many it is, Pat? It's almost a 2-hour show. We do tons of songs from our old albums.
Could you name a few?
We do green tinted 60s mind.
Brother?
Daddy, brother, loved a little boy.
Addicted?
Addicted to that rush.
To be with you.
To be with you.
Yeah, baby, look out.
Yeah, baby.
Look out.
I mean, you know, Daddy, Brother, I mean, we play a lot of songs, and the majority, yes. Yeah, we
First album.
For the first album. And then a lot of songs from my new album, Get Over It.
Oh, it's a hell of a good time.
Yeah.
Do you have any let's do it, the hard, the manly.
So many times, machine.
And I think we made a great record, so I enjoy playing stuff in the new record as well. And it really comes down to putting together a performance that really defines the band, you know, both, you know, past and present.
Plus any song that's on a Mr. Big. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know that Paul contributed a lot to the writing, but we all did, and those are Mr. Big songs. And we have a lot of fans that really love those songs. So when we do a Mr. Big concert, that's what it's about. And that's why we brought Richie in, because he does such a great job doing it.
Coming here, do you have like maybe a message to the kids not to use drugs?
Oh, of course. And Mr. Big, we're a clean band. We don't do any drugs at all. That is true. It's not just something I say at a press conference. It's really true. And Indonesia is a country that's growing. And we would love to see Indonesia become a very, very important country that the world looks up to. And I think it's important for the youth of Indonesia to know that they are the future, and to take care of their minds and bodies by staying away from drugs. Because we see in America the damage drugs have done to us in America. It's terrible. We would hate to see that happen in Indonesia. So our message is keep it out of your country, keep it out of your lives, and come out. If you want to have a good time, the best thing to do is do it with music. And do it with us. New Year's. And many people are worried about what was going to happen in the future. But we want to give a message that many things have happened in the past. Some good, some bad. But it's time to look to the future instead of the past. So whatever happened in the past that people are still thinking of, still remembering, and still holding on to, get over it. Let's move ahead. Let's all move into the future. Let's have a bright, good future, and forget about all the bad from the past. So just get over it. Let's move on. So that's kind of our idea there. Is we want to, with our style of music and our plan, we want to evolve and move ahead. And we want everyone to come with us. So that's our message. Get over it. Move ahead. Make sense?
Positive.
Yeah.
Everybody gets an opportunity in the band to be Mr. Big sometimes. That's why I love playing live, because we play a lot of Mr. Big songs, but then we also try to incorporate spots where everybody gets to stand out front and do their thing and shine. And that's what sort of makes us different from a lot of other bands. Is that a lot of bands come and just play their songs. Mr. Big really is a champion bass guitar player. Eric is a champion singer, and I am trying to be champion.
You are champion.
So together, it's very powerful, and it makes us different than many other bands. That's to me what Mr. Big is.
I'm still Mr.
Yes, I would like to ask. I've noticed here that you made albums live in Budapest or whatever, everything.
From Africa sometimes. Asia, of course, is very important to us. And we play in Asia a lot. We're just happy that the people like us here and happy to play here. There's no special reason. But the fans here have been great to us. Here in Indonesia, in Thailand, Malaysia, in Korea, in Japan, many Asian countries have been just wonderful to us. So we'd like to pay them back and come and play our best live shows for them. But we also play in America a lot. We're planning to tour there, and we're planning to tour in Europe as well. So we'll be all over the world with this new album and tour. And now Eric will tell you about this fabulous new
chapter of Eric Martin. Well, basically, I've always been skinny. I just wore baggy clothes and had really long hair, and you couldn't even see it, you know. So I just cut my hair and wore a little tighter clothes, and here it is. It's funny, I mean, like when we took a small break, like, you know, I don't know, a year or something to make solo records. When we actually got back together, everybody was leading me, you know. Everybody was diets, you know, cut out some vices, and like, you know, I probably had too many beers or something on the road. I know, but I still have a lot of power back in me. Yeah, I mean, it's healthier. It's always been.
Yes, many times bands, they go downhill as they get older and older, but actually we're getting on